Coach, if you'll be next to me. Okay. Thanks so much. We're joined now by Cal State Fullerton coach Jeff Harada and student athletes Carolyn Gill and Gabi Vidmar. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions for our student athletes only. Once that segment is complete, the student athletes will be excused. We ask media to please raise your hand, identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. If you are joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function, and when you're called upon, you will be unmuted before your question. Coach, if you would please start us off with your thoughts after the game.
Just really proud of this team, just battling the whole game long. And we started out really strong in the first quarter, and then, obviously Cal Poly, is a tough team, and they came back and they took the lead and they led at halftime. And, our team dug deep in the second half, and we were able to hold on and pull out a tough game, in this environment. So we have such a young team, and we're just these lessons that we learn, and a win like this just really gives us, some experience, and I'm just proud of the way we battled and fought and finished the game out. So.
Any questions for our student athletes?
To both of you, your leader in points this season, Lily Wahine Kapu, got in foul trouble early. Can you talk about stepping up and stepping up in that first half and keeping the scoring alive?
Carolyn, can you go first?
Yeah, our team is a team. So if one player is down, people know they have to step up. So what I really like about the fact that we had players come off the bench and really impact and just, I feel like, hold it down for the time being. But I feel like we had the team on any given night. Someone can step up and show up and show out. So I think that's what you saw tonight from other players.
Gabi, your thoughts?
Just adding on to that, we have such a great team with good depth, and that really shows, especially when, our leading scorer is in foul trouble. We can all step up and rise to the occasion.
Both of you had pretty clutch baskets at towards the end. Gabi, you had that three. Carolyn, you had that layup, I believe. Can you just talk about those two baskets?
Yeah, I think I had like a step through floater bank board shot in, but kind of going off of what I said earlier, this is a time where I want to play loose and not be so just nervous and anxious. So it kind of felt like I was just an open gym playing, but just trying to keep my eye on the rim and put the right touch on it just so it would go in. But yeah.
And I think my shot, the shot clock was running down. I knew I had to kind of throw it up, and I was on balance, which is lucky, but it's good.
And both of you had those clutch tips. I think one of them led to steal. And Carolyn, you're named the Hustle Player of the Year. Can you just talk about, grabbing the 50-50 balls and, hustle?
Yeah, our coach really emphasizes doing the little things all season, and I think we're doing a better job of being consistent in that. So whether it's deflections, whether it's running for loose balls, whether it's just diving on the floor, those are things we're trying to just be consistent at. So I think you can see that our team is really just trying to consistently all around do those little things.
Backing off what Gill said, Jeff does have an emphasis on doing the little things, and I think throughout the season we've been better at finishing that off in the fourth quarter, because we're pretty good in the first half when it doesn't really matter, but then last quarter is when it's most important. And I think we did a good job at that today.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions for our coach, please?
Coach Rob DeMello, KHON in Hawaii. When you look at your program right now, you got Nick sitting right next to you. You got Lily as freshman of the year. How proud are you to not only be representing Fullerton and what you guys are trying to accomplish here, but to be doing it in that way that you have Hawaii a part of this product that you have?
Oh, it's a big deal. I mean, I'm happy to see you here covering this, but I'm proud of where I'm from, and I want to represent where I'm from and try to do the best that I can and help others, who are from where I'm from and, who don't necessarily have those opportunities or that chance, right? And I'm just excited that, with Lily, just what she was able to accomplish, as a true freshman. And the sky's the limit, for that kid. And, with Nick, he's been working hard with me for the last 5 years. But, I want to help as many people as I can, not just, from Hawaii, but obviously there's a special place in my heart for those ones who really want it, who want to try and step out of the box and do something special on a different stage. Because as you know, not everybody, is willing and able, to leave for a long period of time to take a chance, to do something. But those who are willing to do that and want to achieve something bigger, if I can help, I definitely want to be a part of that. So.
Coach, the same thing I asked the players. Lily Wahine Kapu got in foul trouble early, and you were out with your second leading scorer, Fujika Nemo. Can you talk about how the rest of the players stepped up?
Yeah, it was tough. But Brianna Ferch, who's another true freshman, she missed a big portion of the season with an injury, and she's been back now. But with limited experience, it was her time to shine, and she was given the opportunity. She's been playing a little bit more in the last few games, and I was just proud of how she stepped in and kept us in the game. But like Carolyn and Gabi said, this team is a team, and when one man's down, it's next man up, right? So we stayed composed. We tried to stay composed and just tried to stay together and just weather the storm until the end of the first half, and then get Lily back in the second half, which we did.
So next up, you have UC Irvine, Battle of Orange County, but in Henderson.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little preview, please?
Yeah, tough team. I mean, they're all tough. I mean, 1 through 10, it doesn't matter. I mean, what your records are, what seed you are at this point. I mean, everybody's 0-0, right? That's the cliche, but it's so true. Brand new arena, neutral court. I mean, anything goes, right? So we're excited, to advance, obviously to be here and advance. With UC Irvine, they're a tough team, very, very deep, very balanced. Very good at every position. The biggest thing, I think with our kids is we remember 2 weeks ago when we were up at their place and we had a 15-point lead with 8 minutes to play and let it slip away. So that doesn't mean, we're going to do the same thing, but it gives us confidence that we can play with this team. We feel we can play with any team. I mean, we've had 5 losses this year in conference by 3 or less points, so I'm glad we were able to finish the game today. But, with Irvine, I mean, again, they're number 2 seed for a reason. Very, very good players. I mean, Kayla Williams is, a first-team all-conference kid, previous freshman of the year. And, they have other great guards in Chloe Webb and, some freshmen. And then their post players, Lacandro's always a load. And so it'll be a good matchup. It'll be a great test for us. But at this point, we don't care who we're playing. We're just glad to be playing, tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.